Hi, Chris. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. And thanks for talking with Eric. He sent your website over for analysis. And I have a lot to get through with you, but I'm very excited because the last roof I put on my home was a membrane roof, just like this one. Um, and because I wanted it to last long before I was off the face of the earth, I didn't want to have to deal with doing another roof. And these last, what, like 70 to 100 years. So anyway. Um, you have a nice website. It has a lot of custom photos, shows the companies that you work with, that you buy the materials from. Nice photo of the guys standing out there, makes it very homey. But there are some things that you could do to improve the website. And the one thing, I use this tool called Ahrefs. Now, it shows me a bunch of different metrics of your website. And I'm going to go and show you something here. This is a Google search for Albuquerque roofing companies. Now, I noticed that you guys don't really have Albuquerque in here. I couldn't find the word Albuquerque anywhere. Oh, there we go. I did find it there. But, you know, the cities are important. The places that you serve are important, especially when it comes to the Google search results. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how Google works. At the top, usually there are these sponsored or paid ads. Next comes what we call the map pack in the business. These are companies that are attached to a map. And what they have done is gone and filled out a Google business profile. And it's sort of like a Facebook profile, except it's for your business, of course. And they have a bunch of blanks that you have to fill in. Like, when did you start the company? What your address is, the website, obviously. There's some tick boxes, on-site services, online estimates. This one here is because they paid, it has a little custom thing in there. But there's going to be a lot of blanks to fill out. You want to fill out every single one of the blanks in that thing. It's going to ask you to also to prove that you're the owner of the website. Easy to do. There's a little way to do it. It shows you how. But this is something you can do. Just go there, fill it out. You have all the information, not hard. And that will help get you up into the map pack. Now, the next thing that comes after the map pack are what we call the organic searches. Now, the organic searches are based on an algorithm that Google has that determines how good a company is, if you will, because they want their search results to be relevant to their customers, and their customers are people who are searching. So they want a company that is, kick-ass to be at the very top of their search results. And here's what they think. They don't think that your accomplishments as a roofer count as much as how good your website is. And that's where I'm going to show you a couple of things. Now, the Google likes to have content. And I'll show you what I mean. Here is your website. I'm going to copy and paste your website into a word counter. Here we go, 301 words. Now, on this website, your biggest competitor, the first roofing company that came up for me was Alvarado Roofing, below these two, GAF and Angie's List. Those are not roofing companies, obviously, but Alvarado was next. I'm going to go to their web page. We're going to cut and paste into a different word counter. They have 774. Well, the algorithm believes that more is better. It just does. And 704 beats 301. So you need to get more words in your website. Now, all words are not equal. I'm not talking about adding paragraphs and paragraphs. It's not about writing so much. Words are not equal because words have to relate to your category. If you're a bakery, you want bakery items. Excuse me. As a roofer, you want roofing items. So I'm going to show you this little tool that we have. It's called Ahrefs. It's a tool that looks at all the metrics of the websites that exist in the world. This is your website, CAS, New Mexico. And this is the strength of your website. It's 10 out of 100. Not bad, actually. I've seen people have 0.1. Backlink 76. keywords 46, traffic 83. I'm going to explain more about what those are. I'm going to start with the keywords. Now the keywords are words that people actually type into a Google search. And that's why they're called keywords, because these are what people who actually are looking for a roofer in Albuquerque, New Mexico are typing in. Roofing company, Albuquerque. Albuquerque roofing companies. Roofing, Albuquerque. Roofers, Albuquerque. Albuquerque roofing. You can see it's all these different permutations of pretty much the same words, but there's going to be other words that you could put in there, like gutters or the word best, because that would be nice to be the best. And if you have it on your website, Google's algorithm thinks it's true. So you want to have a bunch of different keywords on your website. And those keywords you can think of yourself and just make sure that they get included in the next version of your website. And now there's another way of getting keywords into your website too. I'm going to go down to the picture of you guys standing in front of that. I'm going to try to save this photo. And this is going to tell me the name of the photo. This is called RS equals W minus 1968, H 1968. I don't know what that means, but that is what your website designer called it for some reason. Now, the Google search engine doesn't care what your photo is called. So here's where you could put best roofer New Mexico. That's what that photo could be called. It's just the way that it's, your programmer has done it. He's used this giddly-goop name as opposed to an actual phrase that could be helpful to your Google search. And let's see here. I'm going to show you on your profile here. The next thing that I'm going to talk to you about are the backlinks. Now, here are the backlinks for Alvarado. As you recall, theirs is 384 to your 76. Now, Google thinks that the more people that talk about you, the more important you are. For better or worse, that's what they think. That's what the algorithm thinks anyway. So you can manipulate the algorithm by getting on more websites. Expertise.com is a great one that I see all the time for roofers and other construction category people. That Expertise, getting on the Expertise.com website, probably as easy as going and filling out a profile. Yellowpages.com, Porch.com, Superpages. I'm sure Angie's List is on there, and all of the other ones. And these are listed by ranking of how important Google believes these websites are. So getting a link back to your site on these important websites is important in terms of getting you at the top of a Google web search. Now, why am I talking about all of this? Here's why. My tool, Ahrefs, showed me that the traffic you've had is 83. You've had 83 clicks. Now, Alvarado has had 658. Let's say that 1 out of 65 people will click and then call you as a result. You have 1.2 people that have called you. They have 100. So you can see that just by the numbers game, they win. They have more traffic, which means more people clicking on your website, which means more people calling, which means more money in your pocket. And that's the bottom line. So you can take these suggestions and you can include them in your next version of your website. It will improve your ranking on Google, because you know that some guy with a Dorito on one hand and the mouse in the other is not going to scroll down much further than that. So be at the top of the search results and get more traffic. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this stuff is easy to do. I mean, it is in terms of the material. You know what your company is called and how long you've been in business, but it's time consuming. It's really time consuming. And as you can imagine, I would assume that you want to spend more time getting those guys out on these membrane roofs as opposed to spending your time trying to get all of the suggestions that I've told you and get on different websites, et cetera, onto your website. So If that is something that appeals to you, you can give Eric a call and he can save you the time. And that's exactly what this analysis is about. It's about making sure that your website operates the best that it possibly can and has the most amount of success as a website. So hope this was useful to you, and thanks so much for watching.